Talking about weddings. They can be magical, right? Love, happiness, and of course the I do's, but they come with a hefty price tag. A study out earlier this year from The Knot puts the overall average wedding cost at about $33,000. That's figuring on the average guest list to be about 116 people. The average cost per guest, $284. And what was the biggest cost? The reception venue, costing a little more than $12,000 for the space. If these numbers scare you, there may be ways to not blow your pocketbook. I've got 3 boys and a girl, and they're a long way from marriage, but sounds like we should all be saving. Let's bring in Shelly Danz, director of the Atlanta Wedding Extravaganza, taking place this weekend. All right, these numbers are jaw-dropping here.
Well, keep in mind that even though the numbers could be a little scary, it doesn't. You don't have to have an unlimited budget to have an unforgettable wedding. You just have to have a plan.
Yeah, eloping is like suddenly popping in my mind. So $33 is the average here. How many couples are maybe saying I don't when it comes to that kind of a price tag and looking for alternatives?
Well, I think that's the big thig is just looking for alternatives, figuring out what is most important to you and focusing on that. You can, if you decide that food is the biggest priority, maybe you go a little less on decor. You know, like there's things you can do to still have a wonderful wedding without blowing your budget.
Yeah, because times are tough right now. It's tough to make all the math work, just day-to-day life sometimes. Then you put a big event like this in front, and people want it to be memorable and they want it to be meaningful. How can they do that without, you know, going into debt?
Yes, well, I think you want to decide where you want to splurge and where you want to save. Like, what are the most important things and what are the things that are just nice to have if you can do it? You know, so I think, you know, I run Atlanta Wedding Extravaganza and people have a lot of specials and a lot of deals, and there's a lot of ways that you can save money, but you have to be smart about it. By having a wedding planner who can help you figure out how to navigate where your budget is going to be, or figuring out how to save. Say you want to take your flowers from the ceremony and move it over to the cake table. I mean, there's things you can do. They know all the tricks. So I think it's just figuring out how to work smart.
You know, I'm a thrifter, and I've read a lot about women who are saying, I wear this dress for a small period of time. I can share it with others, and that's happening more. Are you seeing trends like that?
Oh, yes. Oh, and there's after the wedding, there's resale, and people are purchasing from each other all parts of their wedding. So there's ways that you can make money after your wedding or save by purchasing from somebody else, or thinking through what things that vendors can help you with versus things that you can do on your own. So there's a lot of ways that you can balance the budget, but it's a lot to take on, and so you have to be smart about it and know how you want to spend that money for the day. And it could still be wonderful no matter how you want to spend that money.
Exactly. Mine was very simple, but we loved it. So there's the experience part of it, but then there are the pictures part of it. It's all about the pictures. How much do you think is fueled by social media influencers, the kind of pressure that plays into showing the world that you had this extravagant, wonderful, and what looks to be expensive moment?
I know, you're right. You're right. It's so easy to just sit there and just scroll through all the pictures on your phone and have this dream that is not attainable. And so I think that's part of the decision making too, is when you find something that you love on social media, talking to the vendors about what it actually costs to put that on and decide what are the elements that you really like out of that thing. It may just be one little piece that you love that you want to take from that Instagram photo or from Pinterest, but you really need to be realistic and talk to the vendors about what things actually cost, because it's hard when you just see the pictures and you have no idea what's behind it.
Just remember, don't lose the heart of it. That part's free and most important.
I know. Yes,
all right.
That's right. You can have a wonderful wedding no matter what you spend,
Awesome. Great resources coming up this weekend at the Wedding Extravaganza. Thank you so much for the time, Shelly.
Oh, you're welcome. Look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, have a great event.